Speak English like a pro, the ultimate guide to fluency. Why fluency feels out of reach. Let's be honest, learning English is tough. You've probably been studying for years, memorizing grammar rules, or cramming vocabulary lists, and yet, when it's time to actually speak, you freeze. Your mind goes blank, or worse, you mix up words and feel embarrassed. Here's the thing, that's totally normal. Learning a language is like learning to dance. You can watch tutorials, read guides, and practice the steps in your head, but until you hit the dance floor, it'll never feel natural. The problem isn't you, it's the approach. Traditional methods often focus on perfection, speaking with perfect grammar, using formal words, and pronouncing everything correctly. But guess what? Fluency isn't about being perfect. It's about being real. Native speakers don't worry about speaking perfectly. They focus on being understood. So, how do you get there? By shifting your mindset and practicing in ways that feel natural. Think of this guide as your roadmap to fluency. We're not here for boring grammar drills. We're here for tips and tricks that actually work. By the end, you'll feel more confident, natural, and ready to conquer English conversations. Let's get started. The mindset shift. Stop translating, start thinking in English. One of the biggest barriers to fluency is the habit of translating. You hear a question in English, think about the answer in your native language, and then try to translate it back to English. That takes time, and it's why conversations feel slow or awkward. Why translating doesn't work. When you translate, you're working twice as hard. Your brain has to switch between languages, and that creates delays. Plus, many expressions don't translate directly. How to start thinking in English. Here's the good news. You can train your brain to think in English. It takes practice, but it's worth it. Follow these steps. Start with simple words. Label things around you in English. For example, chair, table, window, phone. Every time you see these objects, think of their English names. Narrate your day. As you go through your day, describe what you're doing in English. For example, I'm brushing my teeth. Now I'm making coffee. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just get used to forming thoughts in English. Use questions to practice. Ask yourself questions throughout the day. What am I going to eat for lunch? What time is it? Then answer in English. Set a timer for 5 minutes and describe everything you see around you in English. For example, I see a blue notebook on the desk. The lamp is on. Outside, the trees are moving in the wind. Thinking in English feels weird at first, but it's a game changer. The more you practice, the faster your brain will adapt. Remember, fluency starts in your head. Think about how babies learn to speak. They don't study grammar. They imitate sounds, words, and phrases. As adults, we can do the same. Imitating native speakers helps you learn not just the words, but the rhythm, tone, and emotion behind them. Choose a short scene from a TV show or movie. Watch it, then pause and repeat the lines exactly as the actor says them. Pay attention to pronunciation, intonation, how the voice rises and falls, and phrasing, how words are grouped together. Don't worry about sounding silly. Mimicking accents is part of the process. For example, American English. Want to grab coffee? British English. Fancy a cup of tea? Learn the everyday expressions native speakers use, like, "What's up?" instead of, "How are you?" or "No worries," instead of, "It's okay." Pick a line from your favorite English show or song. Repeat it 5 times, matching the tone and speed. Record yourself and compare it to the original. You don't need to sound native to be fluent, but learning to imitate native rhythms and expressions will make your English feel more natural. Fluency isn't about knowing every word. It's about using the words you know effectively. Native speakers rely on a small set of high-frequency words for daily communication. Start with the most common verbs like get, make, take, do, go, have. Also, learn phrasal verbs like turn on the lights instead of activate the lights, or pick up the phone instead of answer the phone. Write 5 sentences using high-frequency verbs and phrasal verbs. For example, I need to pick up my package. Or, can you turn off the music? Mastering a small, powerful set of words will help you communicate effectively in any situation. Speaking with others forces you to think quickly and express yourself naturally. Remember, it's okay to make mistakes. Native speakers are usually impressed that you're learning their language and won't judge small errors. Use language exchange apps like Tandem or HelloTalk, join online forums or local meetups for English learners, or practice role-playing with a friend or tutor. For example, if you're ordering food, you might say, "Hi, can I get a cheeseburger and fries, please?" And the server might reply, "Sure, anything to drink?" Overcoming fear is key. One student I worked with started speaking daily, making tons of mistakes, but within 3 months, their confidence skyrocketed. Listening is as important as speaking. Use English subtitles when watching shows, then gradually remove them as your skills improve. Listen to podcasts at 75% speed and increase it as you get comfortable. Practice dictation by writing down what you hear to improve your understanding. For instance, listen to a podcast clip and write down every word you catch. Compare it to the transcript and note what you missed. Good listening skills make speaking easier because you'll naturally pick up patterns and phrases. Finally, incorporate English into your daily life. Change your phone's language to English, narrate your daily activities in English, and follow English-speaking influencers on social media. Start with a mini habit plan. In the morning, watch a short English video. In the afternoon, describe your lunch in English. And in the evening, write 3 sentences about your day. Small, consistent practice beats long, occasional sessions. Over time, these habits will add up. Fluency isn't about perfection, it's about connection. Practice speaking slowly, use fillers like and you know, and mimic natural pauses in conversations. For example, instead of rushing, try saying, "So, yeah, let's do that." Record yourself speaking and compare it to a native speaker to see where you can improve. You don't need to sound native to communicate effectively, but learning the rhythm and flow of English will make a huge difference. You don't need to be perfect to be fluent. Start small, stay consistent, and enjoy the process. Fluency is about connection, not perfection. Begin your journey today and celebrate every step forward. If you found this content valuable, please let me know in the comments, like the video, and subscribe to receive more of my videos. And so that YouTube recommends this channel to more people, thank you so much. See you in the next video.